Hello chess lovers, Soren here, and in today's video we're going to witness a very interesting encounter. This is a game played between two legendary chess players. Judit Polgar is playing against Magnus Carlsen. The game was played back in 2008 at Mainz Chess Classic. This is a rapid game and Polgar opened up with e4, to which Carlsen answered with c5. Sicilian defense is on the board, knight f6, knight c3, g6, and then Carlsen goes for the razor sharp dragon variation, an opening which I really love, and games starting with dragon variation are never boring. They usually lead to sacrificial battles. Bishop d7, so against dragon variation white chose Yugoslav attack with bishop c4, bishop goes back on b3, knight e5, g4. As you know, in here other popular alternatives are h4 or king b1, but in our game we have g4. By the way, I decided to turn on Stockfish because already the position is starting to get heated. Here Carlsen played b5, g5, and in return black counterattacked white knight. So already we can see that black has an advantage, you know. Back in those days there weren't strong engines, and looks like that there are some gaps in Polgar's preparation, while on the other hand Carlsen is just doing great, you know. Looks like that everything started with this g4 move. Stockfish gives a question mark to that move and suggests, yeah, that those standard king b1 or even rook e1 a3 move. Something rook e1 a3, those are moves which are not that popular, but yeah, king b1 is one of the main continuations. As well as h4, you know, h4 is also good. Well, and then h4 popped up, maybe at higher speeds Stockfish will change its mind, but so far I can't see g4 move. Well, the position raised my interest a lot, so I decided to figure out what will Stockfish running on Chessify's powerful cloud servers suggest in here. So it turns out that yes, king b1 is the best move, then rook e1 and then a3, something which my Stockfish, my laptop Stockfish was also suggesting, right? And after g4 we have a huge change in evaluation. Yeah, it looks like that g4 is not good. Is h4 among the top moves? Will it pop up as the fourth move in here? Yeah, looks like that h4 is good. Also bishop g5 is worth of taking into consideration. Yeah, h4 is one of the key moves. Interesting. Okay, in our game we have g4 and b5 by Carlsen. g5, b4 counter-attacking white knight. Knight goes back on e2, knight h5, f4, knight c4, an exchange on c4 followed, b3, rook c7, a nice square, a very precise move by Carlsen. Yes, black is maintaining the possibility, for example, of playing queen a8 as well, and then he can even double up the rooks. Knight g3, rook c3. Looks like that this is not the best move, and it was very important not to allow white to damage the pawn structure. Bishop g4 is something which black must play. Hitting on d1 at the same time, but Carlsen played rook c3, after which white is almost equalizing, right? G takes h5, king b1, queen a5. Meanwhile black is starting to build up pressure, and in return of course white is proceeding with the pawn storm, f6, e5. Yeah, very nice defense by Carlsen. e5, the most precise answer, counter-attacking white knight. And in here, instead of f takes g7, white made knight f5 move, which is a losing move. Better is f takes g7, and if here, then bishop takes d4, and if rook takes c2, then you can trade off your queen with two rooks and then play bishop b2. A similar scenario we will see in our game, but with one huge difference. Now look, after knight f5, black played bishop takes f5 and then played rook takes c2. Again, white gave up his queen, but the difference is that already you no longer have, like in the previous line, a bishop on d4 and you can't cover your king. And this is something which is allowing black queen to pillage white's queen side. Bishop goes on f8, of course, the only move, right? The only square you should cover your king. Later the bishop will prevent mating threats. Rook c1. A little bit strange that white is not protecting the pawn on b3. Wants to penetrate the 8th rank and create some counterplay, but black is doing great. Queen b2, although again it's very strange that in return Carlsen is not winning that pawn. And yeah, finally the pawn drops. King e2 e4, bishop e3 check, king e1, queen takes h2. A serious mistake which could allow white to equalize. I guess the players were already under a serious time pressure. Better was playing queen a3 and then b3, you know, at the same time keeping an eye on f8, not allowing white in any way play rook c8 or I don't know, then bishop c5. In the game we have queen takes h2, rook takes d5, queen b8, not allowing, rook intrusion and rook d1. Well, at this point white had a golden opportunity of keeping the balance. Bishop f4 is the move, and then rook c8. Rook f8 is the threat, followed by a checkmate, and at this point all black can do is to give a perpetual check. But Polgar missed bishop f4, played rook d1, and there comes b3. Yeah, already there is no way out. b2, rook b1, here comes queen a5, hitting both on d8, on f5, rook a8, check, another check, queen c7, rook d1, check, and yeah, finally Carlsen found a way of winning. After queen d1 resignation followed, a new queen is going to be born. A very dramatic game. There were of course some mistakes, but let's not forget that this was a rapid game. The positions were really complex and it was hard to find those moves. All in all, the game was nice. Hope that you enjoyed it. Feel free to share with your friends as well. And in the end, a chess puzzle where the task is to win with the white pieces. As usual, we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in my next video. Take care.